The Secret Diaries. Chapter 2. The Secret Made Simple. This video is dedicated to a detailed summary and analysis of Chapter 2 of The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. After exploring the powerful ideas in the first chapter, I was eager to understand how this invisible force, the law of attraction, actually works in our everyday lives. In this chapter, we'll uncover the simple yet profound ways our thoughts and feelings shape our reality, and how we can start consciously using this knowledge to create the life we truly desire. So, let's dive in and explore the secrets revealed in this chapter. Core concepts of Chapter 2. 1. The law of attraction is real and impartial. Byrne compares the law of attraction to gravity. Just because we don't see gravity acting doesn't mean it isn't real. It's always there. Similarly, the law of attraction is always operating, whether we are aware of it or not. It responds to the energy we emit through our thoughts and feelings in the same consistent and impartial way. The law of attraction is as impartial as the law of gravity. It works whether you believe it or not, whether you know it or not, whether you accept it or not. This impartiality is a key idea. Life does not judge you or play favorites. It simply mirrors back the energy you put out. If your energy is positive, focused, and aligned with your desires, positive experiences are attracted. If your energy is negative, fearful, or doubtful, your experiences will reflect that as well. Byrne emphasizes, whatever you think about, you bring about. Your thoughts are like a magnet, pulling into your life everything that matches the frequency of your thinking. This concept can feel both empowering and intimidating. Empowering because it tells us that we are not helpless. We can influence our circumstances through conscious thought. Intimidating because it reminds us that unexamined negativity can quietly shape our life in ways we may not want. Personally, I realized that much of my stress and frustration came from habitual negative thinking, worrying about deadlines, overanalyzing conversations, or imagining worst-case scenarios. Before understanding the law of attraction, I treated these thoughts as harmless. But now I see that each thought carried energy, subtly influencing the outcomes I experienced. The book also points out that awareness is the first step to harnessing this law. Once you are aware of the law of attraction, you can begin to consciously direct it. You can choose the thoughts you want to think and the feelings you want to feel, and in doing so, create the life you truly desire. This means we don't need to control everything or force outcomes. We need to align our inner energy. When we consistently focus on positive thoughts and emotions, we begin attracting better circumstances naturally. Ask once, believe you have received, and all you have to do is allow. The universe will respond to the vibration you send out. In practical terms, this has changed the way I approach daily life. Instead of obsessing over what might go wrong, I try to notice when my thoughts drift toward worry or fear and gently redirect them toward solutions, gratitude, or visualization of positive outcomes. It doesn't always feel easy, but even small shifts create noticeable changes in mood, focus, and results. Reflection. Understanding that the law of attraction is real and impartial transformed the way I see life. I no longer feel like a passive observer of circumstances. Instead, I feel like a participant, co-creating reality with every thought and feeling I cultivate. The power is in awareness and intentionality, and the more consistently I practice this, the more aligned my life feels with what I truly want. Thoughts are magnetic. Feelings amplify the frequency. Our thoughts have magnetic power, but their true strength comes from the emotions we attach to them. When we think about something with strong feelings, we send out a vibration into the universe that attracts experiences of the same energy. Byrne writes, "Thoughts are magnetic, and thoughts have a frequency. You are like a human transmission tower. Your thoughts are sending out a signal. What you think and feel most, you attract into your life." This is a profound shift in perspective. It suggests that life is not a random series of events. Instead, it is constantly responding to the energy we emit. Every thought, every feeling is a signal being transmitted. When aligned with positivity, it draws positive experiences. When aligned with fear or doubt, it draws more situations that reflect those low-frequency vibrations. Because our minds produce thousands of thoughts each day, it is impossible to control them all. Our emotions act as the guide. Feeling positive, joyful, grateful, or inspired, your thoughts are in harmony with your desires. Feeling anxious, fearful, resentful, or negative, your thoughts are out of alignment. Your emotions are the most accurate measure of your frequency. They tell you whether your thoughts are attracting what you want or what you don't want. If you are feeling bad, it is simply a sign that you are sending out a low-frequency signal. This is a deeply empowering idea because it places control and responsibility within us. It also explains why we often feel stuck or frustrated. It may not be bad luck or circumstances, but rather a reflection of the vibrations we've been emitting. By becoming aware of our emotional state and intentionally cultivating feelings that resonate with our desires, we can begin to attract what we truly want. Example from life. I noticed that I often felt stressed before big presentations or meetings. My thoughts focused on potential mistakes, judgment from others, or worst-case scenarios. This anxiety didn't just affect my mood, it affected my energy, my focus, and even the outcome. Once I began practicing awareness of my feelings, I realized I could shift my frequency before the event. I started visualizing a successful meeting, people smiling, conversations flowing, ideas being well received. I allowed myself to feel the excitement and confidence as if it were already happening. The day of the meeting, I felt calmer and more centered, my words came naturally, and the experience exceeded my expectations. By combining positive thoughts with strong aligned emotions, I had literally changed the vibration I was sending out. Byrne reinforces this principle with another powerful statement. The better you feel, the more you are allowing life to respond to your desires. The worse you feel, the more you are resisting them. When you feel good, you are in harmony with your true self, and the universe responds to your signal. Reflection.
Understanding that thoughts are magnetic and feelings amplify their frequency has transformed how I approach daily life. Life is no longer a series of random events or setbacks. It's a mirror of the energy I project. I've learned that even when challenges arise, my emotional response determines whether I attract more of the same negativity or shift towards solutions and positive outcomes. By actively noticing my emotional state, practicing gratitude, visualization, or simply pausing to reset, I am constantly tuning my frequency. It's a continuous, practical way to participate in the creation of my own life, rather than waiting for circumstances to change. You are a powerful creator. Your feelings and thoughts are the tools. The universe is your partner. Use them wisely. You are the creator of your own reality. We are the creators of our own lives. We are not passive observers caught helplessly in the currents of fate or circumstance. Instead, every thought, feeling, and belief we hold sends out energy that shapes the experiences we attract. You are the masterpiece of your own life. You are the Michelangelo of your own life. Life responds to the energy you send out. You attract into your life what you think about most, and what you focus on, you create. This idea is both empowering and humbling. It suggests that nothing in life is truly outside our influence, yet it also means that our inner world matters far more than we may have realized. Even thoughts we consider trivial when repeated carry energy that helps shape our reality. Byrne underscores that small, consistent shifts in thought and emotion produce profound changes over time. The universe doesn't push or pull you, it simply reflects back to you the vibration you are emitting. Whatever you put out in your mind and heart will be reflected back to you. This principle invites a radical shift from a victim mindset to one of empowerment. No longer can we blame circumstances, other people, or luck for what happens to us. Instead, we are called to take responsibility for our inner state, our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, knowing that they are the primary creators of our life experiences. You can choose thoughts that empower you, that lift you, that move you closer to what you want. You have that power every moment. Example from life. Before understanding this concept, I often complained about feeling overwhelmed at work. Deadlines, meetings, and emails felt like an unending tidal wave. But when I reflected on Byrne's words, I realized that my attention and energy were shaping my experience. My worry and frustration were not just emotional reactions, they were signals vibrating at a frequency that attracted more stress. I decided to consciously take responsibility for my reality. Each morning, I spent a few minutes visualizing a productive, calm, and positive day. I imagined tasks flowing smoothly, conversations being harmonious, and challenges resolving with ease. I paired this with gratitude for the opportunities in front of me. Slowly, the energy I sent out shifted. My day felt lighter, interactions were more pleasant, and solutions seemed to appear more naturally. By taking control of my inner state, I began actively creating a reality that reflected my intentions. Byrne's writing emphasizes that this is not about perfection, but awareness and consistent practice. The choices you make about your thoughts and feelings are the brushes with which you paint your life. Reflection. Understanding that I am the creator of my reality has profoundly changed the way I approach challenges and opportunities. Obstacles are no longer external punishments, but mirrors reflecting my inner state. Similarly, joy, love, and success are not distant prizes, but reflections of the energy I cultivate within myself. This realization is liberating. It means that no matter what circumstances arise, I have the power to influence the outcome through conscious attention, intentional thought, and aligned emotion. Every thought, feeling, and choice becomes a tool in the ongoing process of self-creation, allowing me to craft a life that truly reflects my desires and intentions. You are the author, the artist, and the architect of your life. Each thought, each feeling, each action contributes to the masterpiece you are creating. By embracing this principle, we begin to see life not as something that happens to us, but as a collaborative creation between ourselves and the universe, a dynamic, living reflection of our inner energy. Secret shifters, raising your vibration. One of the most practical aspects of Chapter 2 is Byrne's guidance on how to shift negative emotions quickly. She calls these tools secret shifters. While we cannot realistically control every thought, after all, our minds produce thousands daily, we can choose how to respond and how to elevate our vibration when we notice negativity creeping in. If you are thinking thoughts that make you feel bad, shift them to thoughts that make you feel good. Secret shifters are simple, everyday techniques designed to move you from a low-frequency state, fear, worry, resentment, or frustration, to a higher frequency state of love, joy, gratitude, or peace. Here are several examples, all accessible to anyone. Listening to uplifting music that inspires or soothes, thinking of a loving memory, a moment when you felt appreciated or happy, practicing gratitude, listing even small things you appreciate in your life, visualizing a joyful experience as if it is happening right now, spending time in nature and absorbing its calm energy, feeling love, appreciation, or kindness toward yourself or others. Your feelings are your indicator. The faster you can shift from negative to positive, the sooner you align with the life you desire. Life is naturally filled with challenges. Negative emotions are not bad or to be denied. They are simply indicators that we are out of alignment with our desires. What matters is how quickly and intentionally we can recover our vibration. By using secret shifters, we regain control over our energy, allowing positive attraction to flow once more. Example from life. I remember one morning when I woke feeling anxious and frustrated about a project at work. My mind was racing with what-if scenarios, and I felt my energy sinking. Instead of letting the stress take over, I paused, played a favorite upbeat song, and allowed myself to remember a recent success I'd been proud of. I took a few deep breaths and focused on gratitude for supportive colleagues and opportunities to grow. By the time I started the project, my perspective had shifted. I was calmer, more creative, and more open to solutions. What initially felt overwhelming became manageable and even enjoyable. This simple combination of secret shifters had raised my vibration and changed not only my mood, but my results. Byrne reinforces that these tools are not complicated, nor do they require hours of meditation or training. You do not need to wait for life to change. You can change your frequency right now, in this moment. The universe responds to your vibration immediately. Reflection. Secret shifters are practical, actionable reminders that emotional alignment is key. They give us the power to step out of reactive negativity and into conscious creation. When used consistently, they help maintain a high vibration mindset, making it easier to attract positive experiences and maintain momentum toward our desires. Even in the middle of chaos, you can choose your vibration. Choose joy, love, and gratitude, and watch the world respond to the energy you radiate. This concept is liberating because it places power firmly in our hands. Even if circumstances are difficult, we can always use secret shifters to shift our inner state, recover emotional balance, and return to alignment with the life we want to create. It's a daily practice, a tool for resilience, and a reminder that we are always co-creating with the universe. Emotions matter more than thoughts. Our feelings are the ultimate indicator of alignment with our desires. While thoughts are important, it is the emotions attached to those thoughts that create the strongest vibration and attract corresponding experiences. Positive emotions like joy, love, gratitude, and peace send out a high-frequency signal inviting more positive experiences into our lives. Your feelings are the indicator. They tell you if you're aligned with your desires or not. The better you feel, the more you are allowing life to respond to your desires. The worse you feel, the more you are resisting them. This principle is incredibly empowering because it shifts focus from trying to control external circumstances to managing your internal state. Life will always present challenges, but the way we feel in response is a choice. By paying attention to emotions, we gain a clear map of whether our thoughts and energy are in harmony with what we want. Simple practices can have a profound effect. Gratitude journals, training your mind to focus on abundance rather than lack. Joyful memories, reflecting on happy moments shifts your energy into positivity. Visualization, imagining a desired experience as if it is happening now, creates strong emotional alignment. Mindful awareness, noticing negative emotions without judgment and gently redirecting focus to positive feelings helps recalibrate your vibration. Example from life. I noticed that on days I allowed myself to ruminate on problems, I felt anxious, stressed, and unmotivated. Tasks that normally felt manageable became overwhelming. On days when I intentionally started with gratitude, visualized a positive outcome for my day, or focused on things that made me happy, I experienced greater ease, clarity, and even unexpected opportunities. For instance, one morning I felt nervous about a difficult conversation with a colleague. I paused, acknowledged my fear, and then remembered a past moment where communication had gone well. I allowed myself to feel the calm confidence from that memory. When the conversation occurred, it flowed naturally, and solutions appeared more quickly than I expected. Byrne makes it clear that perfection is not required. The law of attraction works with awareness and consistent small shifts, not with perfect control over every thought or feeling. You do not have to control every thought. You only have to notice and shift what you can. Small, consistent steps create powerful change. Reflection. This principle has taught me that emotions are the clearest guide in navigating life. They signal whether my energy aligns with what I truly want. By consciously cultivating positive feelings, even in small moments, I can influence not only my mood, but the outcomes in my life. Over time, these small emotional shifts accumulate, creating a ripple effect that attracts greater opportunities, joy, and abundance. When you feel good, you are in harmony with your true self. When you feel bad, you are resisting your own power. Ultimately, this concept reinforces the idea that our inner world matters most. External circumstances may fluctuate, but by consistently managing emotions and maintaining high-frequency energy, we can create a life that reflects our deepest desires and intentions. Practical life examples. Chapter 2 of The Secret doesn't just give abstract theory, it's full of practical guidance for applying the law of attraction in everyday life. Small, intentional shifts in thought and emotion can create real, tangible changes. Here are some examples that illustrate this principle in action. Example 1. I noticed that I often worried about deadlines at work. That worry, instead of motivating me, drained my energy and made everything feel 10 times harder. It was like trying to sprint while carrying a backpack full of rocks, not very efficient and honestly a bit ridiculous. When I started to shift my focus, imagining a smooth, successful day, visualizing tasks flowing easily, and seeing solutions appear naturally, something changed. My stress melted away, my mind felt clearer, and surprisingly, the work actually seemed easier. Tasks that previously felt like mountains now felt like small hills I could jog over. The law of attraction says you create your life with every thought. What you focus on expands. This experience taught me that energy follows attention. When my thoughts were filled with worry, that energy created tension and resistance. When my thoughts were aligned with calm and success, I naturally attracted solutions and cooperation from others. It wasn't magic, but it felt magical. Example 2. A friend of mine constantly complained about her health. She would talk about fatigue, aches, and everything that wasn't working. It was exhausting to listen to, but also a clear demonstration of the law of attraction in action. Her focus on the negatives was reinforcing those very experiences. When she began practicing small, intentional shifts, writing down moments of gratitude, appreciating her body's strength, imagining herself full of energy, she reported feeling more vitality. She noticed herself making healthier choices naturally, like taking walks, choosing nourishing foods, and smiling more, which, by the way, is a secret, free, high-vibration activity. Gratitude and positive expectation are powerful magnets for the good things you want in life. My funny observation. Sometimes the shifts are subtle and even amusing. I once tried visualizing a perfectly calm morning only to spill my coffee on my shirt 5 minutes later. At first I thought, well, this law of attraction thing clearly hates me. But then I realized the universe has a sense of humor. Even minor setbacks are part of the process, teaching patience and reminding us to stay lighthearted while we practice alignment. Byrne herself encourages us not to take the process too seriously. Joy, laughter, and play are high vibration states. Don't underestimate their power to shift your reality. These stories illustrate a key point. Small shifts in thought and emotion lead to real-life results. It's not about waving a magic wand or ignoring challenges. Instead, it's about energetic alignment, consistent practice, and a mindset that supports your desires. By noticing negative patterns, intentionally choosing uplifting thoughts, and cultivating positive emotions, we create a life that reflects those choices. You are the co-creator of your life. Every thought, feeling, and choice is a brushstroke on the canvas of your reality. In short, the law of attraction isn't just theory, it's practice. The more we experiment with shifting our thoughts, amplifying positive feelings, and using tools like gratitude and visualization, the more we see tangible improvements in everyday life. And sometimes the universe throws in a little coffee spill lesson to remind us to laugh along the way. Key takeaways from Chapter 2. Chapter 2 of The Secret is all about making the law of attraction simple and practical. Here are the most important points to remember, along with reflections on how they can be applied in real life. 1. The law of attraction is always operating, whether you are aware of it or not. Even if you forget about it or doubt its existence, the universe is constantly responding to the energy you emit. Awareness simply gives you the power to consciously direct it. 2. Thoughts combined with emotion create a magnetic frequency that attracts similar experiences. It's not enough to just think positively. How you feel about those thoughts is what truly determines what you attract. Joy, excitement, and gratitude strengthen your signal, while fear and worry weaken it. 3. Your feelings are your internal indicator. Use them to measure alignment with your desires. Paying attention to how you feel helps you notice when you are aligned or out of alignment. Negative feelings are not bad, they're simply indicators that it's time to shift your energy. 4. Secret shifters. Simple actions or mental or emotional shifts can help raise your vibration and redirect your energy. These can be as simple as listening to uplifting music, recalling a happy memory, practicing gratitude, or spending time in nature. They are practical tools to recover alignment and attract positive experiences. 5. Positive emotions like love, joy, gratitude, and peace have particularly strong attracting power. Cultivating these emotions consistently is one of the most effective ways to attract experiences that reflect your intentions. Even small moments of positivity can create a ripple effect in your life. 6. You are responsible for your inner energy and therefore the reality you experience. Life is not something that happens to you, it is something you co-create with the universe. By consciously managing your thoughts and emotions, you can shape a reality that aligns with your deepest desires. You are not a passive observer, you are an active creator, co-creating your reality moment by moment. As we come to the end of this chapter, there's one message that really stays with me. We're shaping our lives from the inside out. Our thoughts, our emotions, our tiny shifts in energy, they all matter. And the beautiful part is that we don't need huge changes or perfect thinking. Even the smallest moment of gratitude or a simple shift toward a better feeling can start aligning our life in a new direction. Like the book says, you become what you think about most, but you also attract what you think about most. So here's a simple question for you. Which feeling do you want to focus on more today? Joy, gratitude, calm, or something else? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your answer. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I hope this chapter brought you a bit of inspiration. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to share it with your friends so more people can start living a more intentional, positive life. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next episode where we'll dive into Chapter 3. If you'd like to support my work, you can buy me a coffee or make a donation here on YouTube. Every bit helps. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.